everybody. Today I'm discussing smartwatches across a range of prices. Let's start with the entry level sort of a thing. So let's say you want to get into smartwatches but you're really not sure what you want to get on an Android platform. I think this works really well. This is from Realme. This is the S Pro, and this watch covers all the basic functions. Now remember guys, all the watches I'm talking about have HR, activity tracking, sleep monitoring, all those basics built into it. I'm just talking about some extra things here and there. What I like about this one is, first of all, the price. Then I like the fact that although it's not Wear OS, the app is fairly intuitive. You can see the menus nice and easy. I can go into it, I can go out of it. It's got timers, it's got SpO2, it's got all the features you could want from a watch at a really attractive price. And it also has notifications and a decent battery life and a very slim profile. So you should enjoy this watch for sure. Next, we have a watch from Titan. This is called Track. And with this watch, Titan is moving into the sports segment. This is a very hardcore sports watch meant for the triathletes. So you're not just a marathoner, but you're also a cyclist and a swimmer. This watch, I love the fact that it's nice and rugged. Does not feel too plasticky. It's solid. It feels chunky, but in a nice way. It's very light, nevertheless, has a great battery life. It's not a touchscreen, which I really appreciate, which means it won't change data when you start sweating on it as you're running or cycling. It connects really well with my Ant Plus and Bluetooth devices. If I have a heart rate monitor or a foot pod, it connects with them. So it's really technically very advanced. The few problems I had with it was the first fact that this strap is not very stretchy, so it doesn't sit very comfortably. The app that it connects with does not transfer to Strava yet, but I'm sure they can remedy that. And lastly, the point that these buttons here, if you see, this is to go up and that's to go down. They're not the same size, it's not very intuitive. You end up mixing it up and that's very difficult. Remember also that most people use Garmin as an industry standard, and here with all buttons being similar and people being used to that interface, it will take some time to change over. But having said that, this is the cradle, this is the watch, connects nice and snug. And for a first time effort into the sports segment, I think Titan's done a fantastic job with this watch at a great price. If you're into triathlons, this could be a good add to your training schedule. This is the Amazefit T-Rex Pro. So last year we spoke about the T-Rex, Amazfit, the brand from Realme, which is now becoming Zepp. If that's the app you download on your phone, that's the cradle, nice and tight. This one again does it all, and just from the looks of it, you can tell this watch is very rugged looking. Again, it's not using Android OS, it's not Wear OS, but it's still got all the features that you would expect from a watch. It does all the monitoring, all the data, the metrics that you want, and it's got great features for explorers as well. So the barometric altimeter, the compass, SpO2, HR tracking, all of those are built in there. It looks really rugged. The compass is beautiful and fantastic. It functions, doesn't give up. So and great battery life, let's not forget that, and great visibility under the sunlight. So for me, if you want an outdoorsy kind of watch, I think the Amazfit T-Rex already was a good buy, and the T-Rex Pro further ups the ante on something that was really perfect. Size and battery size reduced, batteries increased, further plus points here. This is the one from TicWatch, the Mobvoi brand, and this is called the TicWatch Pro, the GPS 3 Pro, sorry. And just from out of the box, it's so premium. The strap has this nice contrast stitching on it, lovely soft silicone. That's the dial. And the beauty of this watch is, apart from having, this is Wear OS. And the beauty of this watch is that this is a Wear OS watch, which means that the functionality is absolutely in line with anything that you use with Google, so it syncs perfectly. And then it has a wonderful feature. It has a dual display, which means that when you're not using this lit LED display, it goes off and there's a secondary layer of almost like an e-ink, which can keep the battery going for almost 45 days. And that is just brilliant, guys. And then it has other features like the tick pulse and tick walk and whatnot. It keeps calling them various things, but the idea being it'll keep track of everything around you, including the ambient noise, and alert you in case your ears did not. And then it has one beautiful feature that it can take calls. It has a speaker on board, so you can even answer them from here, completely take a call while your phone's kept somewhere else. I think that is a really nice feature. This is the dual display I was talking about, if you can see it. So it's just about lit to see it, and when I press a button, the other display will come to life, and that's how it manages to have an extended battery life. Very sleek, extended battery again than the previous model. And what I like most about it is the fact that the speakers on board is really cool, and Wear OS, which is a very expensive software, here in a fairly good price point. Pro 3 GPS is a great smartwatch, slightly at a premium, but definitely with all the bells and whistles you can expect. It's the Montblanc Summit 2. Now the Montblanc, this luxury watchmaking brand, has made a foray into this category, and they've done a fabulous job with this. First of all, this watch feels premium, okay? Nothing about this watch feels like a smartwatch or a digital watch, okay? It's made in the same manufacturer as all the other Montblanc timepieces. Look at this leather, this metal construction, the sapphire crystal, and then it has customized faces which are only available on the Montblanc watch. So allow me to show you some, and wait, let me get it in. So yeah, you can see one there, there's another one here. These are only meant for Montblanc watches. You would not find them on any other watch, and that's what makes it really special and premium. Sure, it all comes at a price, but you know you're wearing a Montblanc, and it's Wear OS, which means I got this watch almost a year ago, and compared to the Tick watch, which is just launched in India, it still manages to upgrade and almost match the features here. Sure, it can't take calls, but that's because of the hardware, but otherwise almost all the features are matched here. So for me, you want to spend and get a precious watch that will be future safe for a few years. I think the Montblanc is a wise investment. So what do we have here? We have the Montblanc, we have the Tick watch, we have the T-Rex Pro, we have the Titan Track, oops, getting too many, and we have the Realme S Pro. There are lots of watches out there, guys, and which is the right one for you is eventually for you to decide based on the functions that you use most often and the amount of money you're willing to invest in one. On the whole, smartwatches can be useful and productive, and if you choose wisely, and if you have any more questions on these models at least, you can ask me or leave me a comment and I'll be happy to get back to you. In the meantime, I'm going to go back and figure out which one am I wearing tomorrow. Cheers, guys.